What is up, Rebel Nation? It is your boy Deuces. I am back once again. Guys, we actually have Dolly Vision and we actually have Glare. Dolly Vision is the guy who actually was in front of Quentin Simon's home and Leilani's home. Leilani Simon, which is Quentin Simon, is a 20-month-old missing toddler that they think is actually in a landfill. And Leilani Simon is actually the 20-month-old's mom, who actually the FBI thinks is actually, well, killed the baby or had something to do with the murder or something, but they're not for sure yet whether the baby is even murdered. So, with that being said, guys, I have a video of Dolly Vision talking to Glare about some of the stuff that happened outside of Leilani's home and everything else. But first, guys, love yourself, like yourself, be nothing but yourself. Like, subscribe, channel is highly appreciated. Without further ado, guys, let's jump right into the video.
Yeah, that's me.
Can you hear me?
Give me 1 second. Okay, now we're good. Now we're good.
All right. You ain't been drinking, have you, baby? Yeah.
I had an echo.
Okay, you got a little bit of a slur too. You ain't been drinking, have you?
Have you been smoking?
Yeah.
Okay.
CBD.
All right.
CBD.
All right. Let's get going.
I'm smoking fake stuff.
Let's have a serious conversation because I don't like to talk shit about somebody unless I can address them directly. All right.
Okay. So what do we talk about, Claire?
What I want to talk about is the fact that how do you think that what you're doing out there is helping Quentin?
Because
See, and a lot of people actually ask the same question. With him being outside of Quentin's home, everybody's worried about guns or somebody actually getting hurt. There's already been people actually arrested at the times, guys. So that means that, well, it's getting dangerous. So do they really need to be outside of Quentin Simon's home or Leilani Simon's home protesting? Or should they just move away and let the cops and the FBI do what they're supposed to be doing? Anyways, guys, let's jump right into the video.
I've been finding answers that y'all ain't got. You know what I'm saying? I've been hearing answers other people ain't heard. And I'm out here searching, which a lot of you guys ain't.
I haven't seen you searching. I've seen you yelling at people.
Because you ain't seen my videos because I haven't uploaded them. You've only been seeing the lives.
Okay, so you've been searching. Okay.
Yes.
Now, how are you thinking of the end game here? No, I'm talking to you seriously. I'm not trying to troll you. I'm talking to you seriously.
Yeah, I'm hoping the end game is they find this baby and this girl goes to prison, Glare.
Okay, good. I agree with you because actually for the first time, I agree with you where I think that Leilani is guilty of something. I don't know what yet, of something, because law enforcement has not given us details as to what they suspect her of necessarily, but they suspect her, okay? But we don't know exactly what she's guilty of, do we?
Do you think it was a good move for the police chief to name this girl the prime suspect in the murder of her baby while she's not in jail to allow all this shit to go down on the streets? You see?
And she's not even, they don't even got her as a flight risk. That's the weirdest thing about this whole thing. So that goes to tell me they're not worried about her running. But if they actually have proof that she actually had something to do or named her a prime suspect of Quentin Simon, don't you think that the cops would have had her actually as a flight risk? But then again, they're not afraid of her leaving because of her funds, they said. But anyways, guys, let's jump right into the video.
I don't know yet. I don't know yet because we don't know the details as to how they got to that point yet.
But why not make an arrest so there's not chaos on the streets of Georgia?
Because an arrest is only prelude to a conviction, and a conviction gets done through court. Dolly,
I agree with you. I agree with you, but okay, say we got a murder case. We got a murder case, but we got other crimes. Okay, they could pick her up on these other crimes, still charge her with murder. They can't charge her. They can't
charge her with murder if they don't have enough evidence, dude.
Yeah, I know. I understand that. But if they don't find a body in the state of Georgia, they can still charge you with murder. Okay, they don't have to charge her with murder.
But you don't know what evidence they have and what they don't have. You got let's try and fantasize about what's happening in a courtroom in the future, right? You don't know what they're going to present in a courtroom. You don't know what they've investigated.
Well, they've hinted to what they have. They've hinted to it, so it gives you some.
They have, but here you are. Hold on 1 second, real quick, and I'm not trying to attack you because I'm really wanting to have a conversation with you here, and I know we don't like each other, all right? But we have an opportunity here, all right?
See, and another thing, a lot of people actually thinks that Dolly Vision is wrong for being outside of Quentin Simon's home, which is Leilani Simon, and Quentin Simon is a toddler, 20-month-old toddler that is missing. So Glare is actually I kind of like Glare, this type of Glare, because Glare is actually going towards Dolly Vision and being like, look, we don't get along, but I brought you here to actually confront you about some of the stuff actually that you were actually doing wrong. So he was man enough to actually bring Dolly Vision on to his show to have everything brought up and talked about and discussed. You know, like I said, a lot of people doesn't even understand why YouTubers are outside of Quentin Simon's home, which is Leilani Simon, which is Quentin Simon's mother. So with that being said, guys, let's continue.
You guys are causing chaos in a neighborhood. Why are you causing chaos in a neighborhood? Why do those neighbors have to deal with your madness in the meantime?
Glare, do you realize I'm one person?
I realize that you're one person amongst many.
That's what I'm saying. But do you realize that I don't know these people out here?
Okay, but
because when you say,
come on, are you
on a neighborhood, you're kind of saying like I'm out here with a flag and I'm leading these people to battle. You know what I'm saying? Like we're fucking Braveheart or something. That ain't what's going down on the street.
You and Betty are kind of doing that, yeah, dude. Come on.
It's not me and Betty.
And a lot of other people actually agrees with that as well.
We're actually, when we out there streaming, we're half a block apart. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's we're half a block apart when we're even streaming.
But I've even like covered videos. Like I'm using you guys for content. You know that, right?
Right, of course. Everybody's using us for content.
Sure. But in so many of those videos that I'm using,
and everybody is using you guys for content because a lot of people doesn't get involved in stuff like that. You see, a lot of people actually goes their own way and doesn't go in front of someone's home that's been a prime suspect as murder and basically kind of interferes with, well, everything that's going on. And a lot of people might think that you're actually doing a good job, but a lot of other people doesn't agree with that. So I guess it's just a voice of your own opinion and your own thought at that point. But anyways, guys, let's get right into the video.
I see you guys together and commiserating and kind of making this thing happen. Are you not, the two of you?
Do you notice when you'll get to see the daytime videos, because I'm not usually out there at nighttime. Okay. In the beginning, of course, when we were searching, because when we got there, it started off a search. It turned into a murder investigation. We knew then that the police suspected her, but when we got here, it was come here to look for the baby. It wasn't to come here to protest the family because we didn't know the baby was dead. You know what I'm saying? At the time
But if you knew it was a murder investigation, then why didn't you just leave whenever you found that out? That's what's not making a whole bunch of sense with YouTubers being out there playing recordings of babies crying. A lot of people doesn't agree with that neither. But anyways, guys, let me know your guys' thoughts. Let's continue.
None of us know that the baby is dead yet. Yeah, now law enforcement has said that they believe that the baby is dead, but they haven't confirmed that the baby is dead. This is very important if you're going to do true crime, Dolly. All right, I'm not trying to patronize you. All right,
I think at this point it would be fair to say that this baby is no longer with us. Okay, I think it would be fair to say, and that I'm not out looking for it. I'm looking for remains. Okay, I think that'd be fair to say.
Are you looking for remains? Are you out there in the landfill searching with?
No, I'm gonna be searching other places
trained to do so.
For remains. I can't go out into the landfill, Blair. If I could go out into the landfill, I would go out there and volunteer.
Okay, so what exactly are you doing?
I'm out looking. I'm looking for answers. Asking questions.
All I've seen is you yelling at people, Dolly.
No. All that chaos. I sat down with all that fighting was going on with all that crazy people the other day. I sat down and actually got to talk to Leilani. Right? So them questions I asked her, I believe them questions are important. Very important.
Okay, why haven't you released the video of you talking to Leilani? Because I know you would have filmed it. I mean, you would have filmed it.
It was live.
It was live.
It was a 4-hour live. I'm sitting in the fucking front yard talking to her.
Oh no. Oh, you're talking about when you were yelling at her. Okay. Sorry.
No.
And another thing, actually, other people are talking about is how much money is actually made off of them being in front of Quentin Simon's home. A lot of people's actually asking that question, and nobody's actually answered that question. So I'm actually wondering the same thing. But is it good for kids to be outside of Quentin Simon's home with Dolly Vision and whoever else is outside of Quentin Simon's home actually, protesting this whole thing? It's a murder case now. So why isn't everybody just leaving? You're not a cop at this point. Let the cops do their job. I agree with that. Anyways, guys, let's jump right into the video.
I yelled at her when she was in the back of the
when you were holding a sign with a turtle mask and saying, "Hey, Leilani, let's hook up, blah blah blah, let's get married, blah blah blah." Right? I mean, come on,
I don't
dude.
think you're understanding the concept to draw attention to this.
Explain it to me, please.
There's not a lot of attention on this. There's not a lot of attention.
What?
The image draw attention. Okay, it has attention on YouTube. It has attention on YouTube, and you know why?
There's not a lot of attention. You guys have people bringing you drinks, food. You guys are outside his house every night screaming. People's calling the cops. People's getting arrested. There's kids outside his house. It's getting dangerous. You guys had a gun pulled. Everything else. It's time to move on. And a lot of people think you guys are doing the right thing. And if you think you're doing the right thing, I guess that's all that matters at that point. Anyways, guys, let's continue.
Why? Because everybody's talking about me and Betty. That's the only reason this has this big ass attention on it, right? Because there's these YouTubers on there, blah 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 blah. Everybody's fucking feminists. Everybody's clipping us. That's why everybody's talking about it on the internet. But they're not
You
talking
think it's
about it
because
on
of you and
national news.
Betty that everybody's
You know
talking
what I'm
about it? You
saying?
think
They're
that's
not talking about it on national news. So some of the little bit of the shocking things is the shock and all. To
they're
draw
not talking
attention
about
to it.
you on the news.
No, I don't want
They
to
are
talk
talking about
about
you, but
the
they're
news.
calling you hecklers and not
They can
protesters.
call me heckler or whatever they want. But you know what it did do? Out of that chaos, it got them out the fucking house and it got them answering questions. Tell me it didn't
No,
do that.
they haven't answered any questions.
Shit. I got
They
an
haven't.
hour video answering questions directly to me. So how can you say shit?
Questions.
Shit. I got
They
an
haven't.
hour video answering questions directly to me. So how can you say she didn't answer no questions? She answered every fucking question I asked her. Every single question.
Which ones?
Dude, you gotta go watch the goddamn video, man. I can't do
No,
a full
I mean, come on, dude. I mean, you're out there as a journalist. What did they answer?
You're not watching it?
But you're out there as a journalist. What did they answer?
I'm out there as a YouTuber.
Okay, but you asked questions. What questions did you ask?
I asked her, did Danny ever put her hands on her kid? And she said yes. And she beat on her fucking kid.
She did say that. Okay. All
Okay.
right. I mean, I don't know, but
So there's one. You want more?
okay. Yeah,
Okay.
please.
I asked her.
And it was also said that the neighbors actually seen, well, Leilani laying the hands on their child in the first place. You know, it's something to discipline, but it's another thing to actually lay your hand on your child. So there's a little bit of difference there too. People has different beliefs on that. But not only that, Leilani went and, you know, made a $300 tab at a bar while her son's missing. She's been named a prime suspect. Leilani has, Quentin Simon's mom. So $300, but you say you don't have enough money to do other things, but you're spending $300 at a bar while your son's missing? 20-month-old Quentin Simon, supposedly in a landfill? That's not okay. That's not cool with anybody. Anyways, guys, let's continue.
Did she wake up at 9:30? Or did she wake up at 6? She said she woke up at 9:30. She wasn't up at 6.
This sounds a lot like an interview. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, because I asked her a lot of things there, but that's what you didn't see in the chaos.
No, I didn't see it in the chaos.
Yeah.
So
I would walk over and ask her
please
questions.
just refresh me on the interview.
Okay. So I asked her, did you kill your baby? She said no.
Mhm.
Right. I asked her, did she wake up at 6 or 9:30? She said 9:30. I said, did Danny ever put his hands on your kids? She said yes. I said, how long was Danny here after it happened? She held up 4 fingers, 4 days. What else did I ask her? Matter of fact, she told me, she said, if you want to go play with the police station with me, she would go with me. So there was a lot of things that I thought came out of that. You know what I'm saying? And you got to see crack jaw fucking Betty Joe right out there, jaw shaking off her face. You know? Now these people concerned about this little baby, but they're doing fucking drugs, they're out drinking. That ain't somebody that sounds too concerned. You know? And I believe that she's guilty of shit. She's done something with this baby. You know, the chaos is not from
you know for the first time in a long time, you and I are in agreement. I think that Leilani is very guilty of something. I don't know exactly what, and I think that she knows exactly what happened to Quentin. I'm with you on that. All right.
And I've said that too. I really think that Leilani, Quentin Simon's mom, actually knows what happened to that baby. And I do believe the grandma does too. And it's just a matter of time before they come forward and someone spills the beans, guys. Anyways, guys, let's continue with the video.
For the first time, you and I, we've butted heads when it came to the whole crazy crap about women and talking about you and emailing me about stuff about you. And I was just like, I want proof. And I never got proof. You know what I mean? And I still defended you on that stuff. All right. But this thing, what you and Betty are doing out there, I do not agree with. And I think
I ain't saying you are going to agree with it, but I think you guys are looking at it like we're like the Braveheart leaders waving a flag. And that's not the case.
No, I don't look at you like Braveheart leaders.
I'm responsible for is my actions.
No, I don't.
Look, the only thing I'm responsible for is my actions out here. And I ain't had the best actions. You know what I'm saying? Some of them been bad, some of them been good, right? I've done some good. I've probably done some harm, a little bit of fucking harm along the way. But some of that was created. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole thing with that old lady showing up, that was created by your homegirl. You know what I'm saying? To create chaos. So that chaos, some of that chaos is being brought out there from other YouTubers, okay? And it's turning itself into a shit show. You know, it's already a shit. It's crazy enough. It is a shit storm in itself. But like I said, that wasn't created by. I didn't get up here on the internet and create the storm. The chief of police did.
Look, the fact that that you guys are out there and screaming and yelling at the prime suspect, I wonder if you understand how the law works. Okay, because you're tampering with potential witnesses. Understand that? if this goes to trial, if somebody gets arrested, right? Let's say Leilani gets arrested, Dolly. All right. Let's say Leilani gets arrested. If this goes to trial, okay, a defense attorney is going to be able to use what you're doing as smoke and mirrors. Do you get that?
But what also a defense attorney would say is, no, I also asked her was she at that trailer park where she threw that baby away, and she said no. So that same question she answered on my live video can also be used against her, sleuthing through the chaos. You see what I'm saying? She said she won't dare.
And guys, that's the reason why YouTubers are out there actually waiting for, well, Leilani to actually say something that, well, she slip up, basically, is what they're trying to do, and get it on camera, and then they take it to the police and be like, hey, guys, they said this. That she said this. This is proof. That's what they're trying to do with Leilani, is make her break. I totally get that, guys. But is that okay for them to be out there? Let me know your guys' thoughts on that too. Anyways, guys, let's jump right into the video.
Clearly said it on video that she wasn't there. Okay, so that's also something the prosecutor's gonna go, thank you, Dolly. You know what I'm saying? Because you made her say she wasn't at that goddamn trailer park, and she was.
You guys incited a shit show out there, and
no, the chief of police did.
And now that Voices Behind My Balls is out there, or at least in touch directly and going live streaming with Billy Joe, which is a total shit show in itself.
That's worse.
That's happening. It's part of it. It's not just worse of what you're doing. It's part of what you're doing, because you incited it, dude.
I didn't incite anything.
You and Betty incited it.
These people out here, you don't think they're upset themselves? You think me and Betty got these people upset?
No, we're all upset. It's just that most of us, or at least a fraction of us, let's just say that. I'm not going to say most of us because I don't know, but a fraction of us feel that what you're doing is not helpful. It's counterproductive.
Maybe if I go out there live tomorrow and I go live and I walk up to the protesters and I go, hey, protesters, has Dolly ever asked you to do anything out here, or told you to do anything, or act crazy, or to scream, or do any of that stuff? And let's see what they tell you.
All right, I'm going to ask you another question. If you're protesting, why aren't you let me ask you this. What are you protesting exactly? What are you protesting?
The fact that there is no arrest in the murder of this child.
Okay, great. Awesome. Why are you at their house doing that instead of going to the police department? And why didn't you go to the town meeting that was 2 nights ago at 6:30 p.m.?
One, I don't have a ride. I'm bumming rides while I'm down here, baby Gap. I don't have the best transportation. So
I mean, you can insult me all you want, but I'm trying to have a real conversation with you, man.
Look,
I'm trying to have a real conversation with you.
I'm not from Chatham County, okay? So I don't know everything.
You don't have to be.
I don't know everything.
And see, another thing, guys, is Glare said a lot of things about Creek Squad and Ryan Upchurch. But if you get down to Glaire's actually the type of guy to be, well, 100% up front and not really give a shit about what he says about people. So I respect Glare, like I said, in this predicament that he's put in, but he has Dolly Vision on his show, and I knew it was going to be a good one because Glare doesn't hold back, like I said before. But he has said things in the past about Creek Squad and Ryan Upchurch that people hasn't agreed with, not even me has agreed with. But as far as like straightforward and not taking sides, Glare is one of those guys to go to. Anyways, guys, let's continue.
Everything that's going down in Chatham County, okay?
So who's running things? You or Betty?
I run my own show. What do you mean? Who runs things?
Betty. But you and Betty are in cahoots, right? I mean, you guys are.
No. Betty has a YouTube channel, and I have a YouTube channel. Me and Betty.
But you guys joined forces. I mean, you guys are dropping each other's names this whole time, aren't you?
We're both here.
If you okay. So I mean, but you guys.
And how much money is being made on these videos? I mean, a lot of people's asking that, guys, is how much money is actually being made on these videos that they're doing outside of Quentin Simon's mom's home. I mean, we got people actually opening gifts that they say from Kylie Rodney, and she's gone, guys. And they say it's actually from her, and they're opening gifts online, on stream. It's crazy out there. It is a crazy world we actually live in. Anyways, guys, let's continue.
You guys aren't exchanging information, and you guys didn't know about this town hall meeting that took place where you guys could have walked into and protested and talked to the police department. You could have talked to the mayor. You could have talked to the mayor of Savannah about the problem with the police.
No, I didn't.
Why?
One, I didn't even know what was going on.
I mean, but I mean, if the problem is the police and the problem is the investigation, why wouldn't you address the problem directly?
I think problem is best dressed. Like you asked me, why didn't we do it in front of the police station? And why ain't it being done in front of the DA's office? And things of that nature, but it is going to be done there. It's already planned to be done. So you're
but it hasn't been done yet. You had the opportunity to do it.
You don't know what's planned. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what everybody has planned.
Okay,
you're
so
like, why are you doing this? Why aren't you doing this? But I'm here to tell you that stuff is going to be done.
So I can back you up. What's the plan? I mean, what's the plan?
The plan is to get them to arrest this lady. Okay.
Okay. All right, but what's the plan to get that done? Like, how do you plan to execute that?
So what Glare is asking here is, why are you being there, how are you going to get Leilani arrested? That's what Glaire's asking Dolly Vision here. Like, what are you going to do to actually change this whole thing around? How are you going to get, your purpose of being there is to get Leilani actually arrested. What is your plan with this? How are you personally going to get, and the YouTuber's going to get Leilani actually, well, arrested? Anyways, guys, let's hear his response.
Well, what days we're going to wear is where the plan would be. Some things you can't plan. Like I couldn't plan that crackhead running up on me. What was it, yesterday? I couldn't plan that. That wasn't in the script. You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't in the planning thing. From 9 to 10, we're going to cuss out a crackhead. You know what I'm saying?
How is, I mean, from what I understand, I don't know who that was, but from what I understand, she was a YouTuber or a follower of a YouTube channel, a rival YouTube channel of yours. I mean, so how is that productive to finding Quentin and finding a Quentin? What is your blueprint to all this? Is what I want to know.
The blueprint was to get this stuff some attention, which it has. Okay.
No. That's not a blueprint. What I'm saying is, what like step by step. What?
Are you gonna let me talk on my channel, Claire?
Sure. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. I said to draw some attention to this. The one thing we do have good as a YouTuber is people watch us. Okay. It draws attention to things. The more attention that's on this, the more stuff's gonna pick it up. More stuff is gonna carry it. The more pressure to put this girl in jail. Here's the thing. I know what you're gonna say. If they fuck this up, they only got one shot. But they can charge this girl with lower charges, okay? Just like they have Cody Bixby's dad. I know you followed this, okay? So you know about the Cody Bixby stuff. The dad's in jail for 30 charges, child neglect, abuse, things of these natures. They still have the opportunity to bring him up on first-degree murder charges here in my state, okay? Why is this not, okay? Why is this not happening to this girl?
See, okay. I find this fascinating. I find that you brought that up fascinating because Betty is all about the rights. Betty's all about rights, right? Now that person, whether you like it or not, Leilani, whether you like it or not, she has rights.
And look, Betty and Dolly Vision has actually been out there, guys. They're actually out there doing the work, but they're sitting there outside of actually, Leilani has actually got, Quentin Simon's mom had actually got murder charges. She is a prime suspect. She's not been served yet. So we have her in her house, but we have Dolly Vision outside the house protesting. People's going to jail. People's playing recordings of babies from their car crying at nighttime. Think about the neighbors, guys. Think how the neighbors feel about this whole ordeal. It's crazy. Anyways, let's continue.
Rights. And so a defense attorney can bring up those rights in court and get the whole thing thrown out. And so what I'm begging you, Dolly, I've insulted you and I've done all these things like to be funny on my channel because I love to entertain my people just like you do, right? We have that in common. But what I'm saying is, if you, one thing that I've always said is that if you are not, if you're so about rights, because you guys keep talking about First Amendment, we're out here preaching and First Amendment, blah, 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 blah. Okay, hold on. Oh, that's Betty. Gotcha. All right, cool. But you're out there doing the same exact thing that she is.
I'm not preaching about rights.
But you're out there doing the same thing she is.
Police kind of person. I don't care about your rights. You know what I'm saying? That's Betty. I ain't the screaming the Constitution and shit like that. I'm not that guy.
Okay, so what are you trying to do?
Let's
hear your master plan. I mean, come on.
Answers. My whole thing was go down there. People watch me. Bring some attention to it, so more people are talking about it.
Everybody has attention to it. We're all watching it, dude. We're all watching it. Like bigger, much bigger channels than you are covering this.
That's good.
And yeah, but so you're not bringing any more attention to it. You're bringing negative attention to it.
No. Listen,
you are.
Actually, you kind of are, Dolly, because you have people coming to the house at all times of the night to bring you guys well drinks, which is actually a nice thing. But then again, you have them dancing in their home. I'm talking about Leilani Simon dancing in her home, actually just in her windows, you know, pestering you guys, and you guys are yelling back at her. And it doesn't look like a good outcome in this whole situation. So a lot of us think the whole thing about this whole situation is you should just just drive off and just leave stuff alone. Let the cops handle what they're going to handle. Either we're going to find Quentin Simon or we're not. But my question is, if they don't find Quentin Simon, can she still be charged? And Dolly Vision said she could still be charged in that state. So that answers our question about that, guys. Anyways, let's continue with the video.
Who are though?
Attention is the attention. I don't care if your channel's covering it, this channel's covering it, if a channel with 20 million people is covering it. The important thing is
Man,
everybody's covering it. Everybody wants answers for this baby. Now, everybody's might be mad and disagree with how people are trying to get their answers. I get it. You don't have to agree with me how I get my information, but I give you a solid, and I can
but
let you talk to somebody.
what makes you more qualified than the
And I
professionals?
guarantee you, it would change your fucking mind. Guarantee it. I
Dolly,
can't.
And that is another thing is you're not more qualified than the professionals that's actually on this case. The people's actually at the landfill, guys, is actually, they went to school for this stuff. They actually specialize in finding human remains and DNA in a landfill. Can we imagine going to school for that, or even being, what do you guys do for a living? You see what I'm saying? And actually have to actually say what that is, which there should be no shame in that, guys. I'm not saying that the job should be shameful. I'm just saying that to stress every single day, you're not going to want to come home and tell your wife or your girlfriend or your son or your daughter what you did for the day. Anyways, guys, let's get right into the video.
Give you everything, Claire. I can't give you everything on a silver platter. I can't be like,
but what? Oh, no, you can't. You can't. We're just talking, me and you. So, what makes you more qualified than the professionals that are already
nothing,
charged with the responsibility?
nothing.
Okay,
But you never
so
know. Some people,
do you think that they would approve of what you're doing right
some
now?
people the police make nervous too. It's just a fact. The police make some people nervous. Some people don't like talking to police. Some people might be stoners, might be fucking drug addicts, might be this, and they ain't comfortable with talking to police. You'd be surprised what people will tell a complete stranger. You'd be surprised.
All right. Do you, let me ask you this. Do you think that these neighbors that surround that house deserve peace?
There's
That they've
three
earned
neighbors.
peace?
Everybody likes to go, all these
Three neighbors, one neighbor, who cares?
Listen. You know who's doing this? It's their neighbors. That's where you're confused. Their neighbors are the ones out there protesting.
Okay, so the only neighbors that they have are out there protesting.
No.
Right? And so and they don't need sleep, they don't have to work in the morning, nothing like that. No.
Let me talk. There's three neighbors. Okay. There's McFry that lives on the left of them. The house on the right of them is so far away that they can't fucking they don't even hear the screaming. Okay. The house across the street is the old man that sits out there and flirts with fucking Betty all day. Okay. It makes his fucking day. The house, the other one is a brick house, and nobody even ever fucking comes out of it. Okay. The rest of the people out there screaming are the neighbors from down the fucking street. Okay, so when you say that you're bothering the neighbors, well, the fucking neighbors are out there. They're the ones screaming. So when I go live tomorrow, I'm gonna walk up and be like, "Hey, where do you live?" They're gonna be like, "Well, I live on the end of Buckhalter fucking road." And then
So
what are you
you're
gonna
saying
say? The neighbors are doing it.
You're saying that the cops coming out there are simply because they're just trying to harass you, or is it because people are calling them on you?
They're not getting called on me. Have you seen
on you guys, on all of you?
On the people out there that are breaking the law, or
aren't you one of those people that are out there?
I'm out there. Am I breaking the law? Am I in jail? You see handcuffs on me, baby? Yeah.
No, I don't see handcuffs on you. I don't see handcuffs on you. I saw you yell and berate a woman.
Is it against the law to yell at a crackhead?
How do you know she's a crackhead, and what does it matter if she's a crackhead? Yeah, it's against the law.
Her fucking teeth flew out her mouth, baby Gap. I mean, literally her teeth came out. I can't make this shit up.
Dolly, listen.
I mean, her teeth came out.
I give it to Dolly. Dolly Vision is a pretty funny person, guys. Anyways, let's continue.
I haven't thrown any jabs at you yet. I haven't done that in this conversation.
Her teeth flew out.
Listen, man, I saw you yell and berate at a woman.
A woman that tried to hit me with her teeth.
Okay, because she was speaking and her teeth flew out.
Yeah.
And you insulted her mother, and you called her a whore,
and she insulted my mother. And some of the things she said about my mother, I should have Dusty Rhodes her ass off the top rope for. But I didn't. I maintained my cool in a mean way. I might have said a whole bunch of old, evil, slick shit, but I didn't drop an elbow on that lady one time. I didn't hit her with a Ric Flair chop or nothing. I could have Wahoo McDanieled her ass.
Let's get to the bottom of this whole thing, because now you've got Molly Golightly, who's talking about going out there, and I mean, exactly what do you think you're going to accomplish? And okay, he's and I'm not, listen, I for all of you, I am known as the troll. I'm not going to take advantage of Dolly's stream here. I'm not going to do that, even though I have the opportunity to do that. I don't know. I am a classier person than that. I'm hoping that Dolly will come back and we can keep talking. I'm not going to use.
Back.
All right, cool.
What'd you say about me while I was gone? Ric Flair?
No, I promise. Actually, I was being extremely respectful. I promise. I was.
Okay. All right. So where was it? So anyway, a lot of the protesters are the neighbors and the people that live in the area that are coming out there. Just to clear things up for you, I'm not the leader. I'm not out there with a fucking bullhorn rallying the troops to do anything illegal. I'm only in control of my actions, which I said, I believe some of my actions are good, they're genuine. Some of my shit I did out there is kind of fucked up, but I was egged on a little bit. There's things.
What do you hope to accomplish exactly?
I just hope they find this baby and there's justice for it. I might not accomplish nothing, Gap. Nothing. I might not. If I accomplish something, then I'll come up here and brag about it. But if I don't, then I don't. You know what I'm saying?
So, I mean, are you making money?
Am I making? I always make money.
Okay, so I mean, but it's fair to say that you're out there to make money. If you're saying that, I mean, you just told me that you don't, that you have no plan for accomplishment, but you just confirmed that you're making money. So,
and look, guys, let me actually share with you guys something. When it comes to super chats, some people makes huge money just on super chats, guys. And what super chats is if you have a card on, the YouTuber's live stream, you can actually donate to the YouTuber a certain amount of money, whatever you actually want to donate to that YouTuber. So some people's pulling in like $36,000 just on super chats, let alone. So I wonder what Dolly Vision and Bullhorn Betty and people like that has actually pulled in just on super chats, let alone. Anyways, guys, let's continue.
Is it fair to say that you're only out there to make money?
I make money every day.
Is it fair to say that you're only out there to make money?
That's not fair to say. I make more money at home. I made more money off Turtle Island, kicking you off an imaginary island, than I do down here.
Really? Okay? I was on imaginary island?
I made more money kicking you off a fake island than I've made down here. I make more money at my studio than I make down here.
Dude, listen, man.
Videos. When I'm at the studio, all my shit at the studio is monetized.
So exactly when it comes to the Quentin Simon case,
here. Okay.
What do you hope to accomplish with the Quentin Simon case? Exactly with what you're doing. How does what you're doing?
And I think a lot of people actually wants to know what you guys, the outcome of your guys. What's your outlook of the whole thing? What's your end game, basically? What are you guys going to do? What's your guys' point of being there? You said to get Leilani actually, arrested, but are you going to really be able to do that? But the only way you're going to do that is be able to actually catch her slipping and saying something that she had to do with, Quentin Simon's death. So that's the only way you guys are going to be able to get her at that point. Anyways, guys, let's continue to see what he has to say.
Accomplish something for Quentin Simon. Explain that, please. For your listeners, not mine.
No, I'm going to ask you this. You make money on YouTube also, right?
I sure do.
Okay, now, what's the difference between you making money on YouTube and me making money on YouTube?
Because you exploit victims.
But you
I
know what I ought to
exploit people
do?
that exploit
Listen,
victims.
you know what? You take your money and
Yeah,
you put
I
it in your
found the
pocket.
loophole.
Listen, you take your money and you put it in your pocket. I take my money
Sure.
and fly the fuck out here, pay for a hotel, pay for a rental car, go out there and search.
To
You
do
don't do that.
what? You haven't searched for
Did
anything.
you do that?
Where's the
I
content where
mean,
you
hold on,
searched
hold
for
on,
it?
hold on. You got to ask
Where's
questions.
the content where you
Listen,
searched for it
you
though?
got to ask questions. Let
And
me
I
ask
wouldn't, and I,
And does that make it right for you to go out there and actually set outside of, well, a soon to be convicted killer, possibly, which is Leilani Simon, which is Quentin Simon's mom, the 20-month-old, that's actually, they think's in a landfill, dead? That's a question for you guys. That's a question for all of us to actually think about. These YouTubers are outside that house. Yes, they think that Leilani is actually guilty. But until she's actually arrested, then we really have nothing to say about her. Do I think Leilani had something to do with it or know someone who did? Yes, I do. And I think her mom knows as well. But that's just my opinion. Anyways, guys, let's continue.
I'm not shitting on you for making money. I'm
Okay,
shitting on
but
you.
no.
I'm shitting on you for how you make your money.
What,
That's
selling
the difference.
t-shirts?
Huh?
Soap and t-shirts make you that mad? Do you know I make more money off soap and t-shirts than you know how much ad revenue you get? Ad revenue, baby Gap. How much money is that? That ain't shit.
Sometimes.
It
Sometimes.
ain't
I mean,
shit.
I
I
drop too
make
many
more money
F-bombs, but
sitting in my studio selling
sometimes I
soap.
make ad revenue, but I don't care about ad revenue because I drop too many F-bombs.
I make more money making soap and selling t-shirts from my studio than I make anywhere around here. So
Cool. Then what exactly are you doing out there is the question.
I'm looking for this baby.
No, you aren't.
Right now, I'm talking to you because I can't be looking for the baby because I'm
I
sitting in the
mean, no.
hotel.
I'm not talking about right now, but all I've seen is you standing.
And you're not looking for the baby. You're actually outside of his home. What are you going to do if she goes to leave and she leaves with the camper or whatever else she may do to flee? You going to call the cops? Which that can be helpful. But they don't find Leilani as a flight risk. So therefore, that goes to tell me that, well, they're probably watching the house themselves. So what's the purpose of you guys being out there out in front of Leilani's home? That's what everybody's wanting to know. What is the outcome of you guys being there going to actually mean? What's your end game, like I said before? Anyways, guys, let's continue with the video.
In a street yelling across that street.
If you just, if you would watch the videos, you'd be like, well, Dolly got down. He was filming a bunch of stuff and his camera broke.
Where
Okay?
where are you?
Videos, I haven't uploaded any videos. I'm in a hotel with shitty Wi-Fi. So you're seeing what I'm showing you, baby Gap. You don't completely understand. You don't see the whole picture. You're seeing what I'm showing
Okay.
you.
So when can we expect these videos?
I think that Dolly Vision actually sees what he's doing now as a good thing and not the outcome, or focused on what the outcome is going to bring one way or another. Whether she's actually charged or she's not charged. I'm talking about Leilani Simon, which is Quentin Simon's mom, which is the 20-month-old toddler that's actually, they suspect, in a landfill dead. But anyways, guys, let's continue the video.
When can we expect these videos, Dolly?
I can't do it from here.
No,
Okay.
I mean the videos that you're saying where you're searching for Quentin, right? You're searching for Quentin.
Videos.
So when can we expect the videos where you're searching for Quentin?
When I get back to my studio.
Oh, okay. So but the videos where you're yelling and berating people is
Them are lives.
priority, right?
Them are
That's
live.
priority.
That's live.
Okay.
That don't have to be uploaded. They're
That's okay.
screening that. Okay?
Okay.
You're not getting any videos from me because I'm not uploading videos, Gap. You're not seeing what I'm doing when I'm not at the protest.
Why aren't you streaming live when you search for Quentin?
One, okay, do you realize that I had about when I first got here, there's no signal here in Chatham County, Georgia. I use
But
Verizon.
but you're live every day.
Listen, you know why I'm
But
live?
you're live every day. So how's there's no signal?
Okay, listen. All right. You got to go. You got to let me go. You won't even let me talk. You won't even let me talk. Sit back there and be patient. Let me explain to you real quick. Because I'm doing you a solid by even addressing your stupid shit. Okay? I got here. Verizon is what I use. I use like a fucking Walmart phone. Anybody that watches me knows this. The shit broke as hell. I don't got the greatest fucking phone. All right. All this money I'm supposedly making, I walk around with a goddamn $40 Walmart phone. All right. So it uses Verizon service, which is no signal here in fucking Georgia. Okay. So I had to go out and buy, where is it at? Hold on.
Anyways, guys, there you have it. Glare being on the same panel as Dolly Vision, guys. As I said, Glare is one of those type of people that is a straight shooter, and I actually respect him for that, guys. So anyways, I don't know what's going to happen with this case. Let me know what you guys think, whether Leilani is actually guilty or not, and whether YouTubers should be outside the home of Quentin Simon, Leilani Simon, which is actually Quentin Simon's mom. Anyways, I'm going to jump out of here. Salute to Creek Squad, Red Rebel Nation. I love you guys. YouTube family, I love you guys too. I guess I just love everybody. Your boy Deuce is out. Thank you, guys.